How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Barely Noticed podcast. I am your host, Sick Boy, along with my co-host, Crawdaddy,
Hello.
and we're freaking back. No guests this time, just the two of us. Still working on seeing what we're gonna do with guests. I don't mind having guests on. I like having them on, but maybe we should try to think of more ideas to do with guests. Like we don't have to necessarily do segments, but maybe some different answers. Maybe we just need to get different people because every time we've asked somebody, it's other YouTubers, and we just talk about YouTube the entire time. So we gotta
Yeah,
see
we
what
can do
we can
some life
do.
stories.
Yeah, we got some or we have mentioned before. We have some friends that we could bring on and just swap life stories.
Yeah, it's the best podcast in the world. Why wouldn't they come on?
Obviously, what's the name of it? Gamer Sup's coming soon. Barely drinkable coming soon.
Barely drinkable. Yep.
Coming soon. Before we get into our podcast notes for this week, Tyler, do you have anything off the top of the dome that you want to share before we get started?
From this week, since actually met my professors, I can barely understand both of them.
They have accents or something. They're from somewhere else.
Very, very thick accents, and they're sweet. Like this one, he's my Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's for software development. He's like the nicest guy, but when he's talking, I'm just looking at him. I'm like, brother, I'm picking up like every other word, but he's just smiling the whole time. But I'm like, damn,
Where's he
I
from?
can't. I don't know the country, but Asia.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought for a second there you were gonna say Swedish. I thought earlier you started with like
Oh
Swit and
no.
then stopped, and I was like, okay, so that can't be too bad. But yeah, I guess an Asian accent can be hard to understand sometimes, depending on where it's from. And then is the other
Like,
professor from there?
yeah, she's also Asian. But like, I
Okay.
get, I get why it's hard because I mean, that language is so different from English, like
Yeah, it's
vocabulary
true.
wise and just
Yeah.
like pronouncing. So I understand.
What are those classes for? What do you take? Is it like an important class where you need to be able to hear them, or it's like, yeah, I can get by?
One not so much because it's like a project where I have to develop a software, but the development for the other one, the one that I was talking about, the dude, he's it's kind of important, but I've been self-teaching myself this whole time, so
What's that
I
been?
figured out.
That's been what, your first week, like complete week there?
Not even complete. We started Tuesday, and this is my, I guess, full week, but I had all my classes, so yeah.
Okay. Any roommate problems?
No, it's been pretty good. The only thing that's annoying is that software I have to develop. It's like it has to be like a real deal thing. Like it's due by the end of the semester.
Oh, okay.
I have to make a personal finance tracker is what I've came up with.
Oh, big last shebang.
Yeah, it's gonna be very boring, but something to do.
I will be moving out of my place on Saturday, this coming Saturday, and I will not have to deal with my roommate anymore. And thank the Lord. I'm so happy to be done.
You just get bad roommates. I've never like two new ones I got. They're fine.
Every
I don't
time
have
I've
any
had
problems.
roommates, dude, disaster. When I left Orlando, when I was going to school, when I left the house I was living in, when the day finally came, I was so like caught up in the moment. Like I was like, this can't be real. Like I'm finally free. I'm finally leaving. And I think that's how I'm gonna feel on Saturday. Because like this morning, the guy is 30, mind you, he's a grown man. This morning I went to go use the bathroom and the toilet was just like full of toilet paper and there were like pubes and stuff in it. And like I'm like, just
uh,
flush the toilet, dude. Oh my gosh. It's not that
yeah,
hard.
that's rough.
Anyway, I digress. But yes, I'm finally gonna be done getting out of there, moving to a different house. And I've been thinking about the new room that I will be in because it's not my own house again. I'm going to be living with other people until me and my fiance get married, but it's a much better setting, and I know I'm not going to have problems there. But for recording there, I was thinking about where I want to set up in the room, and that leads me to my next point. Me and Crawdaddy were talking about it. For those of you who keep up with the channel and with Barely Noticed, and then our individual channels, Crawdaddy and Sick Boy, I don't know about Tyler, but for the month of October, I think I'm going to get spooky, and all the stuff I'm going to upload in October is going to be horror stuff. And I think I'm either going to play through all the different Five Nights at Freddy's, or I'm going to just play one and upload it through that. Or every Friday, because I upload on Friday, I'm going to put up a different horror game of playing something. Whether I.
You could do.
Go ahead, go ahead.
I think I say you could revisit Outlast. I know you love you some Outlast.
Might revisit Outlast. Haven't played the Five Nights at Freddy's games in forever. I might play it until I complete some of them, because some of them horror games can tend to be pretty short, where you can get it done in like a short sitting.
Yeah.
Or I'll just play it until as long as I can take it. But there was my roommate who was gone for like a week. There was a time where I was like getting really into Five Nights at Freddy's like a week or two ago, and I was researching it and which one do I want to play and how do I want to do it and blah blah blah. And when you have your headset on and you're alone in a room and the lights are off, I know people, it's like a baby game and like the jump scares or whatever. Dude, it was freaking me out. Like I'm trying to go to bed and I like swear I'm like hearing stuff outside of my room and all this, and I was like, I don't know if I can handle this, man. If I go try to play that and do that, I don't think I'm going to be able. I could not sleep. I literally had a night where I slept, and I mean I was home alone and I slept and I could not sleep because I was thinking of like an animatronic like looking through my doorway, or like, you know how one of the eyes is like peering around the wall or something.
Yeah.
It was so stupid.
You gotta do it for the culture, man.
I know. That's why I'm excited to do it, because it'll be genuine reaction, and it's going to be fun. It's not going to be fun in the moment, but then when I go back and edit it, or when people finally get to watch the video, I think it'll be worth it. So, how I do my little intro music and then show the clips for the video and then go into it, I'll probably try to stick with like spooky, funny sort of music.
Uh,
And I'm gonna make all of the stuff I put up in October is all gonna be Halloween themed, and the thumbnails will be Halloween themed, and just the whole thing. And then November, Thanksgiving, meh, and then for Christmas in December, I'll do that the same thing where I'll make it all like Christmas themed and stuff. So I look forward to doing that. And
you know,
this is the first year I've been taking it like 100% serious weekly uploads. So at the end of this year, when I have my like Sick Boys best of, my last one I think was like maybe 20 minutes long or something. It was pretty short. This one's gonna be it's gonna be a fat long video. I'm excited for that.
oh yeah, dude. Thanksgiving, we should just get like a shitty hunting game and just go turkey shooting.
Oh yeah, we should do like the crappy old honey games from like
Yeah.
early 2008 or something like that. Yeah, that there's plenty of ideas. I also want to do for my October, I want to just buy like, because I upload every Friday, so that's what, 4 Fridays in a month, maybe five,
Yeah.
depending on how it falls. For every video where I play Five Nights at Freddy's or whatever it is just wear like a different costumes, like still the ski mask, but like you had suggested to want to dress as a security guard, or like another one, I don't know, a NASCAR driver or something like that to keep up with it. I'm excited for October, dude. As I get older, I like Halloween more. Like when you're a kid, obviously you like it because you dress up and get candy. But I don't know, something about being an adult and like watching scary movies, and obviously the season's changing and that's nice. But I feel like I definitely appreciate and like Halloween a lot more as an adult. It's kind of backwards, I guess.
I wish you could somehow incorporate your latex unicorn mask.
Oh yeah, there was a year. For those of you who know, and I'm sure just about everybody knows, there is a time in like, I want to say probably like 2014 to like 2017 or something, when the big horse latex masks were super popular. And as us being kids in middle school, that was just like peak comedy, just the funniest
Yeah.
thing that you could have. And there was a year where me, Tyler, and two of our other friends went trick or treating. I think we actually did it for 2 or 3 years in a row. And all of
Yeah.
us had different animal latex masks. So Tyler was an eagle, and then I was a unicorn. Our two other friends were a zebra, and then just a regular horse mask. And when we would go up to people's houses, instead of saying trick or treat, I'd just be like, and like neigh like a horse, or Tyler would screech like an eagle. And like it was kind of like, it was funny. It was like the shtick of like pretending to be that. And then people would come up and talk to us, and we just slap each other in the face because like the
Oh
long
yeah.
part of the latex would like flop back and forth. And it was funny. Dude, I gotta hold on. We're talking about it right now. I gotta look in my closet and see if I have that. I totally forgot about that.
Dude, I can't find mine.
I think my dad's got it back
Uh,
in Florida.
it's in Florida.
I'm going to see him soon, so I'll make sure to get it when I'm there. I swear I have it. Hold on, let me look in this drawer. Tyler, talk about something.
So the socio-economical policies under this new administration, they're very,
Dang it, dude. I swear.
you know,
All right, I'm done. You can stop.
yeah, I was definitely talking that whole time.
You seem like you were having a good time there. I could have swore I had it, but maybe my dad does have it. I'm gonna go see him in like I'm driving down there in like 2 weeks, so I'll make sure to pick it up when I go there. I think
You'll find it in some dark corner.
yeah, it's like the Green Goblin mask. It's just hanging on some kind of hook somewhere, beckoning to me.
Neighing at you.
I'm actually going back to Florida for a rescue mission. My dad is with another woman, and they're ended up gonna be moving in together. And I guess he has a cat that I grew up with my whole life, and then she has a cat, and I guess they're worried about them not getting along or something. And my dad was just gonna give up this cat that we've had from all growing up, and I was like, dude, you can't do that. She's like 13 or 14 now. You can't just give her up to somebody else who's someone she doesn't know at all. And I don't know,
Yeah.
I just was like, absolutely not. So I'm going to a wedding in Pennsylvania with my fiance towards the end of the month, and then immediately after that I'm going to come back, be home for a day, and then I'm driving down to Florida to go get the cat and bring it back. And then me and my fiance are going to keep her for her remaining years. But I was like, Bubba, you ain't getting rid of her.
Mm-mm.
You know which one I'm talking about, Tyler? The orange one?
No, you had so many.
No, we
I don't
had
know.
two.
Dude, I swear you had. I felt like you had like 6 at some point. I don't know
No.
why.
All right, never mind. But anyway,
It was a pumpkin.
no, no, no. That was a long time ago.
Dexter.
No, Dexter died.
See?
Okay, it was three. There was three of them, not two. I apologize. There was three of them. It's Kiki, the orange one.
Okay.
Yeah, big old fat tabby cat. We're not. I'm gonna go pick her up, and then she'll live with me and my fiance. But when I go back there, I'll have the opportunity to pick up some more stuff. The horse mask. I'm getting the gato, el gato, the
Oh yeah.
gatito, and
Yeah,
then
you can record on your consoles now if you wanted to.
oh, well, I was saying gato is in cat because
Oh,
that's
oh. I
yeah.
think my
I
Elgato.
have an Elgato. I just haven't used it to record because I haven't played anything on console. But actually, now that you say that, I might use that to play. I don't even know if I have, because I've always played multiplayer growing up. I don't even know if I have any games that are worth doing a playthrough of for to have.
I wish we could go back and play the old Xbox 360 indie games with the avatars.
You know what's annoying about Xbox is I went back to go play Skate 2
Yeah.
on my 360, and it was asking me like what account is this from, and it wouldn't let me play it. Like even just offline, just putting the disc in my Xbox, it was being so difficult,
Yeah, it
and it
shouldn't be
wouldn't let
that.
me wouldn't let me play. I was so mad.
Skate 3 is better anyways.
I gotta figure it out. Skate 4 is coming out. They've actually shown a lot of trailers and content of it getting ready.
Dude, Skate 4 is like GTA 6. People have been waiting for that forever.
I love the meme. Now that I've played GTA or I've played the storyline and I like get the game and the culture, I love the meme of something crazy happening and then people are like, "We got blank before GTA
Yeah,
6."
yeah.
It's like an example is this past week the Donald Trump and Theo Vaughn interview, and then people in the comments were like, "We really got Theo Vaughn and Donald Trump before GTA 6." That's really funny. Did you watch
Yeah.
that at all?
See, like when I'm here, I don't have time. Like I watch like the first 10 minutes, but it's like I don't have time to watch them fully.
I watch the entire thing, or you can listen to it, when you're driving, doing what you don't have to necessarily watch it. And it was so funny because those are two just completely different people. And the probably the funniest part that everybody would agree on is Theo used to do cocaine, like he was a heavy drug abuser, and Trump, from what he says, and I believe it because I've never heard anybody else say anything about it, and I just don't think he would. He hasn't done like drugs or drinking or anything like that, and he has a whole story because his brother was an alcoholic and died from it, and apparently Donald saw how that was, then was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna do that." I mean, it makes sense, whatever. So he's like, "Oh, so you've..." I'm not. That was a terrible impression. I'm not doing a Trump impression. He's like, "Oh, so you've done cocaine? Like, what's that? What's that like? Like, how does that make you feel?" And then Theo's like, "Dude, sometimes like I would do it and I would just feel like I was an owl, and then sometimes I would do it and I felt like I was a street lamp on the side of the road."
What?
It's Theo Vaughn saying this to an ex-leader of the free world to Donald Trump, the 45th president, is just like the craziest thing to come out of his mouth. And like he says that, and Donald's just like, "Wow, interesting. Wow." Like he's actually invested.
Yeah.
Like it's just the funniest
Under my
conversation.
administration, we had the best cocaine.
Yeah, he's like, "Wow, really? Okay." It's just a funny conversation. I can't believe that even happened. And there's like obviously because he's running for president, they talked about some funny things like that, and then sometimes he tried to get serious and talk about his agenda. And he was like, "Yeah, the economy was great under me. Like, people were able to afford things." And Theo cuts him off. And he goes, "Yeah, my brother bought a boat during that time." It's just like contributing nothing to the conversation is so funny.
God. Yeah.
I had a guy I know from church went to one of his stand up concerts or routines or whatever you call it. Show, that's the word.
Yeah.
And he said that when he goes up there, he doesn't even have planned material. Like he goes up and he just tells stories. And then after he gets done telling a story, he scratches his head and he's like, "All right, well, what else can I say here? What else do I know?" Like his life is just so crazy that he could just
Yeah.
go up and talk about just about anything. I've never.
Did you
Go ahead. Go ahead.
like I said, did you see the multiplayer reveal for Black Ops 6?
I did. I saw that today. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't impressed. There was
You
too much. Wait a minute. There was too much cinematic and not enough gameplay.
okay? I thought you meant just like you didn't think it looked cool at least.
No, I think it looks cool. There's a map at one point that it goes through where it looks very like some kind of military compound. It was like tall black slick walls and like slim corridors. I'm not doing it justice. I'd have to look it up and say the timestamp of where it's at or whatever. But the maps look cool. They're using older guns back around like, I mean, obviously it's the 90s, but there were some guns that look like they're from the original Black Ops, like an M16 or stuff like that.
Yeah.
They, oh my gosh, talk about exposing the Omni movement. I feel like every single shot of the trailer was someone diving
Diving.
backwards or
Yeah.
so. I mean, it was cool. There is cool stuff in it, and I like the fun melee weapons like a baseball bat. Like they did that in Modern Warfare Remastered. You'd have like a bottle that was broken in half or something like that, which I think is cool. But it was just way too much cinematics, and you didn't actually get to see people playing the game much, like actual gameplay. That's my only gripe. But it looks cool.
I get it because they did show gameplay for the zombies reveal trailer.
Yeah, like they showed definitely more in that, I would believe. And I just I just wanted more gameplay. I don't know. It's kind of the same thing. The teaser they showed a bunch of shots of people diving and diving backwards, and it's like we get it. Like we know it's the new fundamental. You guys are trying to make the game more fluid. Blah 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 blah. Uh, I'm
They might be
interested.
saving the gameplay for the next event thing or Call of Duty Next or whatever, Direct, whatever it's called.
Yeah, that's this Wednesday. That's the next they're doing, which for us, because we're on the East Coast. Let me look at it while I have my phone out right here. It's at 12. Okay, so it's at lunchtime. I'll be able to watch that. I'm interested. I really want to see it. And hope that during that next they show some kind of Nuketown. You
Oh,
can't tell me you're bringing 16 maps at launch and no Nuketown.
they'll do it.
They've
Watch them
got
make it a
to.
paywall.
Yeah, that would be that'd be a kick in the nuts. I saw the
You
trailer, the gameplay trailer for the campaign. Did you see that? It was like a campaign mission where they ran you through it.
not only saw like the special like when they first released some campaign stuff. I haven't watched any since.
They have like a gameplay campaign one where it lets you kind of go through a mission, and that looks really really sick. I'm excited. I've never cared for playing campaigns, but I will be playing this one even though the storyline I haven't even followed it since Cold War or anything like that. I still it looks very very cinematic, and for those of you who have a more buffed up PC with your 1600,000 graphic cards, it'll look nice. It looks really good. I'm
Yeah.
excited. Let's see what else we got here in our notes. I put the new Bruno Mars song. I don't know for anybody else who's big music people. I am a Bruno Mars whore. I love Bruno Mars. I think it's like in the same vein of Michael Jackson, Prince, Bruno Mars. Like Bruno Mars, I don't think people understand like how big of a cultural impact that he has. And whenever he comes out with music, everybody loves Bruno Mars. It's always played when people are out at the pool, when he drops something and always wins some kind of award or it goes super big. And his voice is so good, dude. Like he is one of the few people I know that when he sings live, he sounds just as good as when he's recorded. And he actually came out with a new song with uh what's her face? Lady Gaga for the new Joker movie. That's what the song is for. I think it's called Die with a Smile. Should be called Die with a Smile. The music video is super good. The two of them are like that weird duo that you would never think would be great together, and they are. I've listened to it so much that I'm sick of it. So it's really good. For those of you who are music fans, I know that might be this is just a sick boy's opportunity to nerd out and talk about music, but that song is really, really good.
It's a little plug.
That's not too bad. He's like, give it a listen. Try something new. Listen to something new. Do something new. Do something new with your life. You know what you're doing right now that you do every single
Nothing.
day?
You're
Well,
doing nothing.
you're
You are
doing
nothing.
you are and you're not doing it. Do something different. Try
Be
something
better.
different. Be better. Exactly.
I know everything.
I'm not gonna well, we'll just move on.
Anyways, let's get into the meat of the conversation here. What about this government cheese conspiracy I see in our podcast notes?
So
What is that?
me and our mutual friend Grand FC or Jared, who is in some videos of ours, him and I play in this soccer league every Wednesday where we go out and play at this place. And while we were on the way there, it's not so much of a conspiracy, it's just kind of like an interesting thing that you might not have known. So Jared, we're in the car, it's quiet, we're just driving down the highway going to this place, and he's like, "You ever heard about the got milk government conspiracy?" And I was like, "What?" So he starts going on to this thing. I'm assuming it's a video that he saw on YouTube. He's kind of like Tyler and I, where we are very much into just watching like video essays, or at least I know I am. I don't know about Tyler, but I'll just watch like an hour and a half long YouTube video out of nowhere. And apparently during World War II, so cheese takes a really long time to expire. It's like wine where you can have like very, very old cheese that's been aged since, XYZ, pick a date. And apparently the whole Got Milk campaign that happened when we were kids, or at least for Tyler and I when we were kids. So in World War II, the government made a deal. This is according to Jared, by the way. Now, this is true. You can fact check me. I don't care enough to fact check me. I'm just going to take his word. During World War II, the government had a deal with farmers because they needed food for soldiers and blah, 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 for them to just make a ton of food and harvest a ton of food to be made for soldiers and even people back at home. And for whatever reason, I can't remember exactly all the details, it's been a while now, that we just made a ton of dairy. They were like, yep, pull the pin, just make as much dairy as you can. So then the farmers just made a ridiculous amount of dairy, a ridiculous amount of food, and then World War II ended sooner than they had thought that it would. And then we're just left with all this dairy. So then we have like a ridiculous surplus of it. And they're like, all right, we'll turn it into cheese because cheese can last longer than milk and whatever other, ice cream, whatever. So they just made a stupid, dummy thick amount of cheese, and it's in like vaults and government reserves, and the American government just has like a ridiculous amount of cheese. So that's why when we were younger in the Got Milk campaign, and I mean, milk and dairy and cheese and all goes in hand. That's why they were pushing it so heavily for people to eat it and to, make it a thing, is because they were trying to lower down the amount that they have in the vaults and everything saved up. Because one day they were just like, well, we still got all this World War II cheese. What are we going to do with it? And they're like, oh, let's give the American people this idea. And that is a fun little factoid that you might not have known.
I think I just found the title for this.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I haven't fact checked it. I haven't looked into it. It makes sense. I mean, with stuff that's happened in the past few years, I don't put anything past the American government, and to come up with an entire campaign and I don't know, cultural event for people to consume more cheese that they accidentally made too much of in 1945 makes sense to me, and I think it's
Let,
fun. So,
let me add on to this conspiracy. This might add a
oh,
little bit more, a little depth. I just thought of this.
okay.
So maybe we didn't consume enough cheese during that whole campaign, and that's why the economy is going down. The government are purposely making it go down. So we get into another depression and we're starving, and they're like, oh, we got all this cheese. We can feed the people, and that's how they're going to lower it.
The government cheese conspiracy. I thought you were going to the route that you were going to say it becomes the new currency, like bottle caps and Fallout. Like
Dude, it might. It is the depression, man.
we're on the actually not even being funny. America is on the verge. I don't know if like people who are Wall Street and like economic people know, like we are actually on the verge of another Great Depression because of how bad the economy is. I'm not going to go into all detail about that, but that is something that is true. I'm not even joking about that. And that would be hilarious if we made this podcast episode and then like a month later, like cheese is the new currency. Well, no, I guess that wouldn't make sense, would it? Because there's too much of it. So that'd be like cheese inflation.
Mm. I got 5 cheddar on me.
So maybe that'll be it. We don't go into a Great Depression, but we have a cheese inflation, and cheese is like super, super
Dude,
cheap.
is that why money, the slang term, is cheddar?
Oh
Dude,
my.
we're gonna get assassinated.
We're
We gotta
gonna
stop.
get killed. We have to stop, dude. Okay,
Oh
let's
my
just
god.
move on to the next topic. We can't talk about this
Yeah,
anymore.
no, 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 no.
Actually, speaking of cheese, I've been on a huge pizza kick. I don't know for those of you who know, like Schlatt on YouTube, Jay Schlatt. I don't watch him all the time, but when a video pops up every now and then, I'll watch it. And he did one where he was in Japan for some kind of shoot, where he was with Ludwig and another YouTuber abroad, abroad in Japan. They did some kind of shoot. He was there for a long time, maybe a month. I don't know. I may be spreading false information. He was there for a while. And he made an episode or a video where he went to every place in Japan that claimed that they made American pizza or like New York style pizza. And
No.
Schlatt is from New York. So he made a video going to these places, testing the pizza. Does it hold up? Blah, blah, blah. Kind of like Dave Portnoy. Blah, blah, blah. Dave Portnoy. I cannot talk. And he was just sampling different kind of pizzas and whatnot. And that has rekindled my passion for pizza since watching that video. Like obviously people eat the chain places like Marco's, Papa John's, Little Caesars. I have had a new awakening in me that I want to go to all of the family owned places in our town or cities and towns that surround us and try it from different places because everybody has an opinion on the best pizza, right? Regardless of where you live. If you get a
Yeah.
pizza from somewhere and someone's like, no, you got to get it from Tony's. No, you got to get it from Mozzarelli's. And everybody's always got something to say. So I'm on a pizza crusade right now, if you will.
I- I'm just saying that place we got that giant pizza at to watch the NBA finals. That was a pretty good pizza.
Yeah, there is a place. Is this going to dox us if we say this?
Let's give it a
Mm,
pseudonym.
okay. It's a chain. It's not a family owned place. Yeah, it's a chain. Whatever. We'll give it a pseudonym. We'll call it Fonzie's because that sounds Italian. There's this place called Fonzie's near where Tyler and I live, and you can only order a pizza as a full pizza or just a singular slice. It's like very New York style food. And the pizza from Fonzie's, if you order the whole thing, I should have said Freddy's. Ah, oh, dang it,
Ah,
Freddy Fazbear. Anyway, when you order a pizza, you can only get it in a size where it comes in a 2 foot circumference, like this giant pizza. Or if you get a slice, it's like bigger than your head. Like a single slice is huge. And me and Tyler were like, okay, it was the NBA Finals this past year, and we're like, okay, we can eat that. We're two young men who have an unending appetite, and the pizza's cut into 4 slices, but they're like freaking huge slices. So when you walk out of the pizza place, you have to tilt the pizza sideways to get it out the front door because it's too wide to fit through the front door. And then when we got in my car, I had to put the seats down in the back to put it in the car because it was too big to sit in a seat or on the floor or something like that. And the pizza was super super good, but it was we I think we both had like a slice, maybe 2 slices.
I think two each. It's just the crust that fills you up so much.
The crust was like the girth of a baseball bat, and then the
Yeah.
pizza itself was just so big that we could not finish it. So that's a really
If
good place that we both like. That's a good place.
if we didn't eat the crust, we could have smashed it.
Probably. And the reason we probably won't go there as much is one that pizza feeds like 10 people easily. Like
Yeah.
two
Oh
people
yeah.
are not supposed to share that. And then to get that pizza, it's $40.
Yeah, it was
Like we
expensive.
we split it two ways to have it, and it was worth it. It's really good, but I'm not gonna keep
Yeah.
spending $40 on a pizza all the time. So that's I just lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, but that's a pretty decent pizza place.
And then the Celtics later won, so
And Tyler's
W's
team
all
won.
around.
He's a Celtics fan. I know. Cringe.
My veins run green.
I was on a what was I saying? Oh, and then there was a pizza place that is also in the town that we live in that me and my fiance went to go to, and I was like romanticizing it so much because I haven't been since I was a kid. Like it's been a really long time. And I was so excited to go. And then we finally had the time to go. We went, and the place is closed because the family's on vacation who owns it.
Oh,
And it's not going to be back open, I believe, until once we are gone for a wedding. So then it's going to be even longer till we are able to go back to it. I am on a huge pizza binge right now. And I don't know about you guys. My favorite kind of pizza, I like New York style, like really big slices that are really thin.
and you know what goes on pizza?
Cheese.
It's all full circle,
It's
man.
all full circle. It all comes back to the cheddar, baby. I'm a fold in half pizza guy. I know some people take pride in eating it in its perfect triangular form, but you look like a dork when you do that. So I am a huge fan of the fold.
I I'm versatile. I sometimes do a full roll like a burrito. Sometimes I fold. Sometimes I eat it normal. It's
He
how I'm
eats it like a
feeling.
pizza blunt. He rolls it up.
Dude, that's underrated. It's kind of like a cannoli almost. Not a
Actually,
cannoli.
or
Not,
stromboli.
not Stromboli. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's not bad. I do that sometimes.
Definitely, definitely not a cannoli.
A cannoli. The only wrong way to eat it, if anybody listening to this right now uses a fork and knife, turn the podcast off.
I was gonna
Stop.
say like eating it from the side.
No, I mean like
That-
that's still more tolerable. If you get a pizza and you set it on your plate and you cut it with a fork and knife, turn us off. Leave. I don't want
you
you.
just alienated all of Europe.
We don't want you. Sorry. Don't eat it like that. That's how losers eat a pizza. You don't want
God,
to be a loser, do you?
speaking of that, I watched. I was recently watching like these British YouTubers. They're going to America and trying Southern food, and they went to this barbecue restaurant. And they had like it's supposed to be like the best ribs in America, and they started eating it with a fork and knife. The owner just sprinted over. He's like, "No, no, no!" and grabs the fork and knife. He's like, "You eat that with your hands.
Eat it like a man, Bubba.
There's no reason to be eating those ribs with a fork and knife."
There's a reason why we left and became the superior country. That's it right there.
It's a reason it only took 300 years, not 2,000.
Mm. No beans on toast here, Bubba.
Uh, oh, dude, they had beans at that restaurant, and they were like, "Dude, these beans are so much better than what we have."
That is something I remember when I was over there is their food is like very, very bland. I went to a McDonald's because that's the only time I've ever had McDonald's from another country, and I was just so excited because I was like, it's gonna taste different, blah blah. It's gonna taste different. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so much better. I don't know why I thought that, and then I got it, and I had to go get extra packs of salt to put on my like everything on my burger, my everything to make it taste back like America. It is so bland. Bleh. No, there's some things that are good. Like fish and chips is really good, but some stuff just it doesn't have flavoring.
I feel like that's just because they fry the fish. That adds flavor.
I mean, yeah, maybe so. It depends on what you get. Some stuff can be soup like McDonald's. If you're looking forward to having McDonald's in England, or if you're in England, or if you've been to England and you've had McDonald's there, I'm sorry.
I like an English breakfast looks good, but I don't want it from England.
That's fair. That's a
I
fair
want it
point.
like I don't. I'm flavoring them beans, bro. They don't come out of the can. We're putting ketchup in there. I know people that put syrup in there, bacon bits. Like you gotta flavor them bitches.
You gotta do something. And sorry, this is totally changing gears. I thought of this because I was thinking of how we were talking about the cheese conspiracy theory and watching long YouTube videos. Another video that I got sucked into watching, especially because we grew up in it, is it was this YouTube video about 2010s internet culture, which is like,
Hmm.
everybody has that. Like you talk to your parents and they're like, back in my day, or your grandparents or
Yeah.
whatever. And like, I mean, I'm only 21, but I'm at that point where I'll talk to someone younger than me or someone older than me, and I'm like, yeah, I remember when I was a kid. And then, if for us, it's like a huge deal because when we were kids, like we discovered the internet. You know what I mean? Like,
We're the last, or at least half of Gen Z is like the last ones that still went outside, I say.
yeah, but my point is like the internet became a thing like when we were kids.
Yeah.
Like memes and video games and communicating. Like obviously there were very small elements of that in the 90s or whatever, but like really internet culture and YouTube all happened in 2010s. And I was getting so nostalgic thinking of some videos like what's the one with the two horses and it's like they're always something bad always happens.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And
I can't think
he
of it.
like eats the guy's hands. They're on like a raft and like a boat
Ah,
sinking. Is
I
it
don't
llamas
remember.
with hats?
I think it actually might be that.
They're not horses. It's llamas. That's what it is. That I remember for whatever reason when I was in elementary school, I thought Nyan Cat was like the coolest thing ever. Like I used to draw pictures of it in my notebook in class, and I used to look up videos of like different kinds of Nyan cats. I just thought it was like the coolest thing ever. I don't know what happened.
It's just a GIF.
I know it's a GIF with music behind it, and for some reason I was just like, "Oh, Pop Tart Cat! That's the coolest thing in the
Dude,
world."
whoever drew the first troll face did not imagine it would become as big as it did.
Yeah, Rage Comics. I remember, like before iFunny, there was some other app that I had where it had quote unquote memes on it, where it's just top text, bottom text, impact font, word garbage,
Yeah.
and the rage faces and like the le before something. I remember that being a thing. I was another thing. It's because I like cats, so maybe that's why I lean towards it. I had an app where it was like iFunny, but it was only cat memes. And I think the name of the app, I'm probably totally wrong, but I want to say it was something like the cringe like 2011 cat meme of like Icon has cheeseburger or something like that. Like some really lame, stupid. I just looking back on it, dude, and YouTube in its infancy. Do you have any like hardcore OG videos that you're like you get a military discount if you know about this video?
Uh, nah, not relating to that. I just watched a lot of Smosh.
Dang, I mine are hold on, let me look it up right now while we're talking about it. So I can remember. I believe the title of them were uh the main video was how animals eat their food. Have you ever heard of that?
Or
Animals
is it
eat.
like just like a dining table and like two people around it? Like
Yeah, it's like a
you know,
cardboard
jumping.
box.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They had like how animals eat their food, and then it would be different things of like how animals do this, that, and the other. I hope Discord did just pick that up. It just made a sound. It'd be like how to discipline your children. Yeah, 7 ways to discipline your children. Patience test from a channel called MEM. If any of you guys have ever heard of them, I thought their stuff was absolutely hilarious. I've seen a lot of theirs. Um, Obviously PewDiePie, like really early PewDiePie, Slender
Yeah.
Man, Amnesia, PewDiePie. I'm really trying to reach back into the recesses of my mind. But
I can
going,
only think of like 2017, 2018 memes for some reason.
oh yeah, garbage like the
Yeah.
Markiplier Lord Farquaad, and it just said
Like,
E.
do you know the way?
Yeah, Knuckles. Yeah, I mean, because that's part of 2010s, but like early 2010s
Yeah.
as compared to late 2010s, it's like not even in the same decade. The change is so
Yeah.
dramatic.
You get a little bit more brain rotty at the end.
The MLG memes
Oh yeah. Air
where
horn.
yeah, air horns, hit markers, someone spinning 5,000 miles, like their sensitivity is like 83 miles per hour, jumping
Wreck
off of
memes.
stuff. The Shrek is love, Shrek is
Oh,
life. I've still
dude,
never seen
yeah.
that. I've still never watched that.
Dude. I don't you'll make you
I'm
uncomfortable,
not.
bro.
I'm not watching it. I'm not watching
Dude,
it.
there's multiple parts. It gets crazier as it goes.
It's a series.
Yeah. I mean this dude gets sodomized and his dad walks in.
So moving on from that, trying to think of other like really cool old. I mean, for me growing up, I played a lot of Nintendo games because my mom wouldn't let me have an Xbox for the longest time. So like the Lego games, Lego Indiana Jones, Lego Star Wars, Lego Batman. Dude, for all of you who have played the original Lego Batman that was on the Wii or maybe even the I think 3DS or DS, that the Lego Batman soundtrack bangs, dude. It is so good. Oh my gosh.
You know what's funny? I had Lego Batman on the Wii, could not get past like the second level for some reason.
Oh,
I was just
dude.
retarded, I guess. I don't know
It's
why.
so good. Now my version of that was the Lego Harry Potter. Like the third
Oh,
level or something. I was just freaking mentally handicapped because I never finished that game. And I bet you if I went back as an adult now and did it, it would take me like 2 seconds to do it. But for some reason, I could not beat it.
yeah. If you're a real OG, you'll remember playing Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets on the PS2.
Oh, I'm not that much of an OG. Shout out
Oh yeah.
to the real OGs playing HP CS2. Um, the original Star Wars saga, Lego
Oh
Star
yeah.
Wars saga.
Classic.
Man, so good. I'm huge, obviously, into music and audio and the sound effects that are in those games. Like Nintendo music has the best music, and their sound effects are created so well, and there's such good sound effects. And the Lego games have really good ones. Like when you would build something and like the sound of the Lego pieces being built together, and then when it would slam on the ground, like the sound it would make, or when you would find a generator. It's just like the nostalgia from just sounds alone.
Dude, they need to bring back Guitar Hero.
Yeah, Guitar Hero. I only had the Aerosmith one. That's the only one I've ever played.
Such a good game. The closest thing now is like they have Fortnite Festival, but like you can only if you don't have a controller, you play it on a keyboard. So you're literally just playing the keyboard, it feels like.
It's not a guitar. It's not a
No,
guitar. You had to
not a good.
buy the whole guitar to play the game, man.
They just added a thing though where you can get one, but it's not the same. It's not the same.
My fiance, because she has brothers and sisters, she had like a full set, like the drum kit
Oh, and
and
Rock Band.
yeah, rock band, and they'd all play together and be like an
I've
entire band.
I've always wanted to do that.
That'd probably be so much fun. What other
I
games
know.
did I play? Man, I've played so much Mario Kart. Like I
Yeah.
probably have 4,000 hours. Blah, blah. I cannot talk today. What is going on? Probably have 4,000 hours in Mario Kart Wii, and then I've played the one on the Switch, just not nearly as much on the Wii. I played so much on the Wii.
I had a ridiculous amount on the like first DS, Mario Kart wise.
I always forget about people having handheld gaming because I had a Game Boy when I was younger that I played a
Yeah.
lot, and then I had a DS that I played just a little bit because obviously me and my sister had to share everything. But I've always been more console leaning. Like some people love portable gaming and that's their thing. Uh, Not for me. I don't care for portable gaming that much.
Yeah, after having like a PC and everything, I'd rather just sit down.
Yeah, and like a Steam Deck and all that, it's like it just feels like more of a hassle to have a Steam Deck
Yeah.
than to just have like build a PC and have a PC.
Like when I get into like games, I'll be like super focused. I don't want to be like super focused on like a train or a bus somewhere going somewhere. Like it just feels, I don't know. It
I
just feels weird.
I can think of probably 2 times in my life that I've had my Switch and not been playing it in my house. Like I think one time when I was in college, I had all my work done, and for like the next 3 days, I had nothing to do, so I just kind of played it, like sitting at my desk when I had downtime. And maybe one time when I was in the car, I wasn't driving, but like going on a road trip, and I was in the passenger seat and like played it in the passenger seat. But then even then, like
Yeah.
looking down at that while someone's driving, you get like motion sick or whatever. That's
Yeah.
just not my thing.
Actually, I do remember when me, Dylan, and Kanan went down to Florida to see you played Dylan's Switch, like Smash on the plane. That was fun because it was with multiple people, and I was kicking their ass. But besides that, I don't
It,
really do portables.
it's always different when you have more people. I'm trying to like the troll song like
Yeah, yeah,
those videos, and then like a Battlefield video with that music playing in the background, and then people getting like trolled on. I thought was the funniest thing ever. Like a Battlefield 3 video, and then you like knife someone in the back and they put like the why you know meme face or something. I just think it was
yeah,
peak comedy. Internet was a much different place back then. Everything had cats For some reason, cats were
Yeah.
like the best meme possible, and then there'd be
Cat
lasers coming out
piano.
of them. Cat piano, yep. What's it called? Grumpy
That's
cat,
keyboard. Oh yeah, Grumpy Cat. Yeah, yeah.
keyboard cat, grumpy cat.
A lot of cats. A lot of
Everything was
cats.
super colorful. Like the funniest meme would be a cat riding a unicorn, and there'd just be lasers going everywhere.
You know what cats chase? Mice. You know what mice eat?
No, no,
Always find it.
it always comes back. Make it stop.
I gotta stop the FBI person that watches my stuff. He's writing names down.
Yeah, your agent. We're on a list. We're on a watch list right now.
Dude, we've been on a list since we were like 12.
Well, especially with the videos I have been uploading lately, and I will be uploading. I'm like a small enough channel that no one pays attention. So there's some things where like I probably should censor it. Not that they're absolutely terrible things, but I probably should censor it or change something about it. But I'm like, I have 89 subscribers. Barely anybody watches my video. I'll keep it in. But if my FBI agent is paying attention to what I'm posting and then what me and Tyler say in some of these podcasts, it's not. Well, they've already banned him from TikTok. So
Dude, oh yeah, I tell you, like my TikTok fully is like gone now.
is it really?
Yeah, I can't log in.
Wow.
Dude, they literally, I actually might be on a list in China.
What was the joke you made?
I don't know this time. The first one was about Kurt Cobain.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know this time.
Shout out to, well, not a shout out actually. A word to the wise: do not make Kurt Cobain jokes on social media
I
because
don't
they
even
will.
know.
Well,
Oh, I was gonna say I don't even know if it was about that. Yeah, that's the only one I can remember.
if you make a Kurt Cobain joke, you will get shadow banned on social media.
Just fully banned. Like literally, I went to log in because I hadn't posted in a while. I was like, probably should post something on there. And it was like, user not found. And I was like, bro.
Tyler had probably 2 or 3 shorts on his TikTok, like right when he made his channel, and one of them had a joke about Kurt Cobain, and I don't even remember what the joke was. Do you remember?
It was something because we were playing COD, and it might have been something about somebody dying or unaliving themselves or a shotgun or something. And then
Just
Kurt Cobain.
completely eradicated his TikTok account.
Yeah, it's okay. TikTok. Every time I post some on TikTok, it never likes me, anyways.
My stuff does the best on, strangely, Instagram. It used to not be like that, and now as time has gone on, it is. And TikTok's super hit or miss. I had a short I put up last Tuesday, I think, and it had 801 views. And then I put up a short that following Friday, and I think it has 1 view, and I think it's from you. So
Probably.
TikTok algorithm goes crazy.
Yeah, it's very select. It probably knows it. It might be the ones I'm in. It's not going up.
Yeah, maybe so. Dude, wouldn't that be crazy if they were like that fine tuned about? Ooh,
You know, Steve will do it.
I do not.
Oh, he's like, you know what Nelk is?
Yeah.
He's in that crew, and I don't know what he did, or he didn't do anything bad, but YouTube like fully banned him, and he's like, he can't even appear in other people's YouTube videos, or they'll get a strike. It's like that, but me
Oh
on
my
TikTok.
gosh. I'll have to look into that. What's his name?
Steve will do it.
Steve will do it. My last BattleBit video is almost the most viewed video on my channel now.
Yeah, 'cause I saw at 500 now.
Yeah, let me take a look here. I think my most viewed video is another. No, it's not. It's a CS:GO video, and that has 532 views. The BattleBit video from 2 weeks ago, it's called "These Battlefields Are Ruthless," is up to 510. So nearly there. I put up BattleBit stuff, and I'm like, I don't think people care about it. The game, I don't know if I'd say it's completely dying, but it's not nearly as popular as it used to be. And my top 3 videos, 2 of the top 3 videos on my channel are BattleBit videos. So, decide what you guys like, please, so I can figure out what to post.
BattleBit and CS apparently.
BattleBit and CS. What a strange niche. BattleBit
Yeah.
and CS is crazy. And
One you just want to bang your head against a wall, and then the other one you just goof around.
depends on the day of which one is which. Oh
Yeah.
shoot, my CS video, my highest video has gone. It's almost at 600.
Shoo!
What the heck is happening? I didn't even realize people watch the old stuff.
Sick boy blowing up.
Sick boy
Sick
for
boy next
real.
up,
For
bro. Sick boy
real.
next up. Put him on
Dang,
XL
man.
freshman, bro. Put him on the cipher.
Dang. Okay, shut up.
Dude, I need to. Ah, nah, I showed your face. Dang it. I can't put in the clip of you rapping in the car.
Oh no. That was freaking
Dude,
I that was so good. I
it
forgot about
actually was
that.
pretty good. I was just scrolling through memories. I was like, what is this? And you were just like freestyling. I was like, I forgot about this.
I haven't showcased it much on my channel, but for some reason I do have a weird white boy flow where I can if there's a beat, sometimes I can crank out an absolute banger. Like I don't know where it comes from, but I'm able to do it. And Crawdaddy found an old video the other day from when he was visiting me in Florida. And I don't even know what beat that was playing or what it was, but I absolutely murdered that.
Yeah.
Put me in the
You were just
booth.
ad. All right. I'll give you one of Kid Ziggy's beats.
No, it's okay. We don't have to do it right now. That's okay. We don't have to do it right now.
Oh,
We'll do it for a video. We'll do it for a video.
actually, that's my new intro because all the the ones we looked up in that video, they're all like licensed and stuff, so I can't use them.
Oh, well, man, I hope I can put them in
Yeah.
my video.
Well, I mean they're short. You're pausing and everything, so
Yeah,
you're
that
good.
should be fine. What
It counts as reaction.
did we talk about that in last podcast?
I think we talked about the idea that you had it, but yeah, we recorded it.
Okay, so a video that's coming up that probably will not be out until towards the end of September is Crawdaddy and I did a video where we reacted to other YouTubers that have the same profile names as us. And I thought it was a really good idea. And then when we were going to do it, I was like, this might suck. Like, this actually might not end up being good. And then we went and recorded a video, and I think it's really good. I think it's pretty funny. We ended up finding some pretty,
Weird people, bro.
yeah, weird, interesting people. But it ended up being a really good premise for a video. That'll be my first face cam video, by the way. I recorded
Oh yeah.
myself doing that, which I think I did that as a test for my October plans that I have of playing Five Nights at Freddy's and other scary things. So it was a good test. It looks good. I think it's going to go well. And yeah, look out for that video in the future. It's going to be a good video.
Yeah, my new in-screen music. You remember when I had the Kid Ziggy thing from back in the day?
I do not. I don't even know what you're talking about.
You remember when I made beats?
You made a beat?
I made multiple beats.
No, I had no idea about that.
Oh, dude, I'm about to send you some terrible beats.
Send me
So
some.
pretty much when I was on a beach trip when I was like 15, I was like, you know what, I want to make some beats. And I made a SoundCloud called Kid Ziggy, and I made it all like Disney themed. And
I have no idea about this, dude. I didn't even know this
oh,
was a
dude,
thing.
I'm about to bless you real quick.
Okay.
Wait, hold up. I'm gonna look up some titles of the songs.
Okay. While Tyler looks that up, I will
I
take over.
I
Oh,
I got
you
I
already
made
found it.
3.
Dang. Okay, let's get the play us. Which one you think is the most heat first?
Oh wait, let me listen to them real quick.
Okay, he's got to decipher which one's which. My boy been
No.
cooking. He's on the way up. Kanye who? Drake who? Who's another really good beat maker? Knowledge. Knowledge makes a good beat. Knowledge knows how to get down and dirty with it. Madlib who?
All right. What have you been doing? I wasn't even listening.
I was just naming other beat makers that you're better than.
How do I? I'll just post a link in Discord.
Oh,
I'll just send it to you. I don't want this in the chat.
okay. Are you texting it to me?
Nah, I'll just send it to you on Discord. I think
Okay.
this will work. Oh yeah,
Oh my gosh.
dude, I even had a tag, bro. I did this in I made 3 of them in like one night. They're terrible. I
So-
made them on like an app.
You guys can't see it, but his name is Kid Ziggy, and the name of the song is Donald Dank, and it is Donald Duck with his mugshot photo. Let me make sure Discord plays this so that we can hear it in the podcast. Hold on, let me just play a little snippet here so I can make sure. Oh, I have to go to SoundCloud. Can I just play it from here? Let's see what we got here. Will it play? Let me make sure it's picking up. Okay, it's picking up. So, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are about to be blessed by 15-year-old Crawdaddy making Disney-inspired beats for some reason on a random beach trip he took. This is Donald Dank by Kid Ziggy. Here we go. Oh, the beat switch already? Shoot. Okay.
Warning you. It kind of just goes weird. I just started clicking buttons.
It's not too bad right now. Okay, here's the random button pressing.
Yeah.
Okay. This is better than what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be absolute garbage.
Hey man, I know beats somewhat.
Okay. All right, now we're getting into weird territory.
Yeah.
Okay, you got more? Oh, I see two more here. I see Money Mouse.
Oh, those
and-
are bad.
Well, we have to. Oh, can you send them in Discord so I don't have to change my capture screen?
What'd you say?
Can you send those other two in Discord so I don't have to change my capture screen?
Yeah, I
I'm
got
too lazy. This podcast, we're about 3 minutes away from an hour, so we're gonna bless your ears with Crawdaddy's other two songs, Money Mouse and Mickey Gang. Money Mouse.
Dude, you sound like a freaking radio DJ. Like when you announced it, bro. We have Kid Ziggy's.
We've got Kid Ziggy's, Money Mouse, and Mickey Gang. Okay, so we've got Money Mouse popped up first. We'll go ahead and get this one going here.
Ziggy on the beat.
Oh, Ziggy on the beat. Oh. Okay. This one's a bit rougher.
Yeah.
Okay. Shoot, we might have to make. I might have to make some songs out of these for the viewers.
Carpet burn. You just needed a beat.
Dude, this is it. This is the EP. EPs are meant to be like 2 or 3 songs, so this is perfect. We got something to work with here. For those of you who don't know, when we were really young, I said Tyler and I would make a rap album called Carpet Burn, and it's kind of as a joke and everything, and we had no beats, and now Crawdaddy has provided us the beats. Hold on, I'm gonna keep listening to Money Mouse. Give me a second here. Okay. I like where this is going. It's so aggressive, like the drums
Dude,
are.
It's 2015, man. It's all about that edge beat, you know?
You're right. Yeah, this is a different time period too. This is when XXX Tentacion is on top. Lil Peep is a big name in the gang. Now we got some pianos coming in. Some keyboard action. We got Mickey Mouse smoking the blunt on the album cover. Oh, shoot. The bass coming in. Okay, I'm going to give it a second or two more. Let's see where this goes. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're done with that one. And we are now listening to Kid Zicky's Zicky.
Fun fact, Dylan made that image.
Where he's flipping it off.
Yeah.
The album cover, the song cover for Mickey Gang is Mickey Mouse flipping off the camera. So you guys are really missing a lot here. We will now be listening to Mickey Gang by Kid Ziggy here on the Barely Noticed podcast. Let's see what we got here.
Ziggy on the beat.
Ziggy on the beat. Oh, shoot. Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh, this one's not bad. This one is not bad. At least 24 seconds in, it's not. Shoot. What did you make this on?
I don't even know. I had like 3 different apps. I think all 3 are on different apps.
Dude, this one is... I mean, for people who are into music making, they're probably cringing right now, but this one is actually not that bad. Shoot. You said you made those your intro and outro music or something?
I made part of the Donald Dake one. It's like the keyboard bits.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I figured you were going to use the one from the video.
I thought about it, but I said the licensing was on it.
Okay. All right. Well, that about wraps up our podcast there. You guys got a government cheese conspiracy. You got some 2010s nostalgia, and you got to listen to some unreleased raw Kid
I don't know.
Ziggy
It's on
Crawdaddy.
SoundCloud.
It's on. Is it on Spotify?
Not SoundCloud.
Okay, it's on SoundCloud. We'll still say it's unreleased because it sounds cooler that way. You got
Yeah,
some
yeah, yeah.
unreleased, never before heard, rare beats from the Kid Ziggy Crawdaddy Tyler discography.
6 years old.
You guys are welcome, first of all. And that's going to conclude our podcast. Crawdaddy, you got anything you want to add before we close her up?
R.I.P. PD.
R.I.P. Petey, always. We never forget. So that is it. Thank you guys for. Oh, I just burped in the middle of. Let's try that again. Thank you guys for listening to the Barely Noticed podcast, and we will see you next time. See ya.
Later.